guys, welcome back to our channel. It's Marissa and Kyle.
Kyle here.
I'm going to say my name and you say my name.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. It's Marissa and
Kyle
Knutson, and we are back at you with another video. We're doing a Q&A today. I used the nifty little Instagram questionnaire thing to get some questions, and these are some that we were asked. So the first question that I want to address is, what, you have a YouTube channel, what's it called? Well, yes, we do have a YouTube channel, and it's called The Knutsons. So if you're watching this, you're on our YouTube channel, because this is where the video is. The second question we want to address is, how long have you been making videos? Officially, we've had a YouTube channel since May of 2018, but I've been making videos for a little while now. I started really making videos with, like, I was doing workout videos. I tried to do this MLM and it just didn't work out for me, but I learned that I really liked making videos then, and I've just kept doing it.
Back in high school, me and my brothers would make like dumb YouTube videos about how to dance, how to do the doogie and jerk and stuff like that. So I like making videos as well.
I'ma make this sick, cause my swag full gone and you remind me of kids. Flow make you feel crazy, just call it this. And I ain't looking for dopeness, my Steve.
The next question is, what are your passions?
My passions, it's kind of evolved. I really like music. That's probably like my main passion, like for my whole life. But I've really gotten into aquariums and gardening. Most recently, for whatever reason, I've gotten into like Pokemon cards because it just reminds me of my childhood. When I was a kid, I used to love Pokemon, and so whenever Emmett's taking a nap, I'll play Pokemon on old Game Boy that I have, and it's pretty fun.
I'd say my passions are motherhood for sure, and I really love photography and videoing.
Videoing?
Like making videos.
Like videography?
Yeah. I love videography. I love yoga and like working out. Recently I haven't really been able to do that because life is just pretty lit around here. I also really love like interior design, so I feel like those are my passions. That's what I'm most passionate about. I think it would be pretty sick to, like, I don't know, remodel houses and stuff like that. Ultimately, we want a bunch of land. Like, we want a house on a bunch of land, and we've talked about like having tiny houses on there and like having people come and like work on our farm, kind of a bed and breakfast, but not really, and the people that stay there can come help us in the garden and like eat the fresh food that comes out of there. So I don't know, that's like a dream that we have. That's something we're passionate about too. Who wants more kids, and how many do you want? I want 4 kids.
I want 3 or 4 kids. Maybe 5.
I feel like 5 kids is a lot, and that's like an odd number, so not everyone would have like a partner on a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Which is sad. How do you create special time with a kiddo? There's 2 ways to answer this. I'm gonna answer the way that I took it the first time, and then Kyle can answer the way that he took it the first time we read this. So the way I read it was, how do you as a couple create special time when you have a kid? And we are blessed with amazing like grandparents. Emmett has amazing grandparents. Kyle's parents love to just watch Emmett all the time, and so we actually get a lot of free time because they just want to hang out with him.
Yeah, so I took this question as, wait, what was the question again? How do you create special time with your kiddo? Like, how do you create time with your kid? And I thought of it as, I don't know, before you have a kid, you're like always on your phone, and like you're kind of like more about yourself or your life or whatever. So all you really have to do to create special time with your kid is just stop being on your phone as much, and stop thinking about yourself as much.
These 2 questions kind of go hand in hand. What's your favorite go-to date and what's your favorite couple activity? We're not very good at going on dates. So I feel like our favorite go-to date would be, we love to go out to eat, especially to this taco truck nearby. We always go and get drinks there. They have like really yummy horchata and what's the juice that I always...
Jugo de melon, cantaloupe juice.
Yeah, I can't say that, but what he just said. And we always get tacos and we get that drink and we just hang out.
Me and Marissa do like to go thrift store shopping now.
Yeah.
We both really enjoy
That's another one of our passions too, is thrift store shopping, I think. This next question is, how do you divide household chores? Honestly, we don't really divide the household chores very much because Kyle works a lot outside of the house. I spend most of my days in the house, so I pretty much do all of the household chores. He'll do the dishes and stuff sometimes though, like if I'm having a bad day. I guess the way we divide it is depending on my mood. Who wears the pants in the relationship?
Marissa's wearing the pants right now.
I'm wearing the pants right now and Kyle's wearing shorts, so just kidding. I don't know, Kyle's the spiritual leader of our house, so he definitely wears the pants, but sometimes he doesn't like to make decisions, so I do. I don't know. I don't feel like anyone really wears the pants in our relationship. I feel like that's kind of a...
We're both nude.
Yeah, we're both nudists all the time. We're never wearing pants. These two questions go hand in hand. What did you do? Where did you go on your honeymoon? And where's the coolest place you've ever been together?
What we did on our honeymoon was we went on a cruise and we swam. We didn't swam. We cruised out from New Orleans and we went to Belize, Mexico, and Honduras, and it was really fun. And I think the coolest part of the trip was either in Belize when we went to the ancient Mayan ruins. Also going to Cozumel, Mexico. I speak Spanish, so all the Mexicans down there were trying to get me to buy cigars, and I was just responding to them in Spanish, and they're like, "Oh, sorry," and they're like, "Sorry to bother you," and I was like, "No worries." So that was pretty cool. And me and Marissa like driving out west.
Zion's National Park is probably one of the coolest places that we've ever been to.
Yeah, that place is awesome.
It's amazing. So the next question is, there's 3 questions that pretty much go together, and it's, how did y'all meet? Was it love at first sight? And how long did y'all know each other? Basically, my friend Cameron and I were trying to come up to the Branson YSA. For those who are unfamiliar with our faith, our church is like divided into different like age groups basically. So if you're single, like not married, and you're ages 18 to 30, you go to a young single adult congregation, and it's basically kind of like a youth group, only you go like every Sunday. Anyway, so we were trying to find the closest YSA, which was in Branson. We lived in Arkansas. We drove up and we got lost, and we ended up in Kyle's parents' congregation. And I sat by Kyle's dad in second hour, and then I sat by his mom in our third hour class. His mom was like, "Oh my gosh, you are so cute. You have to meet my son. He comes home from his mission on Tuesday. You have to meet him." And I was like, okay. So I came to church the next Sunday and I saw him. He was giving his welcome home speech, and I thought he was really cute. Then I found out that he had a girlfriend, and I was like, okay, Cheryl, why are you trying to set me up with your son that has a girlfriend? Like I said, I lived in Arkansas, and so every Friday evening after school, I would come up and I would stay with Kyle's cousin Caitlin in Branson from Friday night until Monday morning when I would go back to school. So I'd stay all weekend and I would go to church, and then I would go back to school on Monday morning. So I'd stay all weekend with Kyle's cousin Caitlin. In August, Caitlin and we were going to go on a road trip to Utah. We had a few friends that were planning on going with us, but they last minute couldn't go, and they were guys. So Kyle felt obligated to come with us because it was just going to be me and Caitlin at that point. So Kyle was like, well, I need to go so I can protect you guys. And so it was just me, Caitlin, and Kyle. We got to know each other really well on that trip. He still had a girlfriend at the time, so we weren't really like flirty with each other or anything. It wasn't like that. It was just like really getting to know each other and just talking and like being friends. And we realized that we liked each other. And that was in August of 2014. Our mutual friend Mitchell was like, I know someone who likes you, because I was being all sad and depressed because I'm a girl and I was single, and I was like, I need a man. And he was like, I know someone who likes you. And I was like, oh yeah, who? And then he's like, I can't tell you. And I was like, okay, Mitchell. He ended up telling me that it was Kyle, and I was like, oh snap. I told Kyle, I was like, I know you have a girlfriend and everything, but I just want to let you know how I feel about you, and then you can do with it what you want. And so I just told him that I really liked him and blah blah blah. He was going to run a marathon like in October.
Yeah.
He was going to run a marathon in October, and the deciding factor was if the girl that he was dating showed up, because it was in her town and she didn't show up. We started dating in January of 2015. And then we got engaged May 18th of 2015, and we got married August 7th of 2015. We got married August 7th of 2015, which was exactly a year after we went on our road trip to Utah. So that's basically, I feel like, a good summary and answers all of those questions. I don't feel like it was love at first sight. We just kind of grew to love each other. The next question is, how did y'all decide it was time to have a child? I've always wanted kids, so I got a puppy when we first got married, and then that baby hunger just came back. We started trying. We tried for 6 months, and then we decided we weren't going to try anymore because we were going to move to Utah, and we got pregnant apparently the last time that we tried. So here's little Emmett. What's the funniest argument y'all have had?
The funniest argument, it's whenever I always win. Like Marissa's like, I'm better than you. I'm like, nah, and I win.
No.
It's usually when I'm teasing Marissa.
Kyle always makes fun of me, and he calls me Little Miss.
What's up, making fun of you? That's being sweet to you. I think the best argument is whenever I'm in the shower and I don't have a towel, and I just go, I need a towel, until Marissa hears me and brings me a towel.
You literally will do it for like 5 to 10 minutes.
Because
like
I don't know if she can hear me or not, so I just sing that until I get a towel, and she always gets mad.
Well, it's because
she's like, I heard you the first time. I'm like, okay, well then why don't you just bring me it right away?
Because I have a baby, and it's always taking up my time, so I'm like, what has been the most challenging experience about being married?
I don't feel like marriage is like extremely challenging. It would be challenging if you didn't love the person that you were married to. That would be a challenge.
Marriage is still really challenging though.
Yeah, the only reason
It's
why
false advertisement if you say that marriage isn't challenging. Honestly, marriage is more challenging than motherhood has been for me, just because, I don't know, it's not like a natural thing. Like, it's natural for me to have such a deep love for my son, but because it's like built within me, I feel like. But with Kyle, I constantly have to like, I have to show him that I love him, and I have to like, I don't know, it's not just something that's like built within me as a mother, you know, because any mother's gonna love their child. People fall out of love, and that's why people get divorced all the time, because I feel like they think that love is just automatically always gonna be there, and you have to like constantly be working on it. That's probably one of the hardest, that is the most challenging thing about marriage, is just constantly humbling yourself and like setting aside yourself and focusing on the other person. I have such a hard time with that, because as a woman, as a human in general, like I feel like we're constantly thinking about, oh well, they don't do that for me, so why should I do that for them? that's what's gonna mess up anyone's marriage. That's what will mess up your marriage, is thinking with a me mentality instead of thinking like, I want to do this for them, and not because I want them to do it for me. Just being selfless and
Not being selfish.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to add to that?
No, that's probably correct. But I mean, it's not like extremely hard or anything. It's just
No, it's not. And sometimes it is. I mean, sometimes you get in arguments and you just think it's the end of the world, and you're like, oh my gosh. If you like put Christ above both of you guys, and then you work on each other, and then you work on your family, like everything will work out. A lot of people put their kids before their spouse, and that will tear a marriage apart too, because your kids are going to grow up and they're going to move out, and then what happens? Like, you've neglected your marriage for years, and then it falls apart. Definitely got to focus on your spouse and just think of them and put them before yourself, and yeah, and then your marriage will be grand and great. That's all of the questions. So if you guys have watched this far, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. There's a fly in my face. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more craziness from the Knutsons. And make sure to hit the little bell on the side so that you get notified whenever a new video comes up. Oh my land. Alright, talking too much. See you later.
Every day of our lives, we get older. Every day there's a fight, we want it over. Eat an apple every day, doctor's orders. 'Cause we still getting older.